Hey y'all, how you doing? Happy Friday. Let's just do a quick Venus Day Oracle Timeless message. And let's just get straight into it. All right? Let's just get straight into it. So, the energies have been pretty rocky because of this Mercury retrograde. I feel like there's always a planet in retrograde, so the energies have been like super rocky, but let's just see what's going on here. Let's just see what's going on here. All right. Okay, so we have the Venom card coming out. We got the Venom card, so it seems like there is someone that's in a situation that can be very toxic for them, right? We have a very toxic situation coming about, a situation that is exposing a lot of people, a situation that's exposing a lot of feelings, a situation that is not going well, a situation that's draining somebody of their energy, a situation that may be showing a different side to a person at this time. But it's important to note that every single situation that you're in is going to teach you and show you exactly what you need to learn. Now, this relationship or this situation could be with someone that you look up to. It could be someone that you look for guidance, someone that may have a little bit more power over you. But it seems like within this relationship, and it seems like within this relationship, there's some type of draining going on, some type of energy that's taking more than giving. You get what I'm saying? And it's an energy that isn't healing, but causing the opposite of healing to happen, right? So it's important to understand, like, or this honestly could be with like a vice that you hold, a vice that you hold higher than yourself. Like, so when we have people that smoke a lot of marijuana, when we have people who drink a lot, a vice that's taking away from you, right? You think this vice is pouring into you, but it's really not. It's really not pouring into you, especially in the ways that you think it is or that it should be. So at this moment, as you're listening to this, and as I am bringing more awareness to you, allow this to be, allow this situation to open up your mind to what's going on with this Venom type energy. Allow the situation to really see what's going on. And I feel like this can be detrimental to the fact where this thing could be destroying you. It could be destroying you on an emotional level and you don't see it. It can be destroying you on a physical level and you don't see it. So I think this is a calling for like a warning that if you've been tapping into energies that's been draining you, even the slightest, be aware of that. You know, I think it's really important for us all to be aware of what we're tapping into, what we're putting our energies into, what we're putting our emotions into. And that's the biggest thing, right? When we look at things that can drain us, it's because emotions are tied into there. Emotions are tied in there on a level that can really affect us, not on a level that's like, okay, we can brush it off. A lot of people are into alcohol, into drinking a lot of alcohol, smoking a lot of weed, because they are trying to fix their emotions and they're not going about it in the right way. They're trying to hide their emotions. They don't want to feel their emotions. So they're trying to use this as a vice of power over them. I know that if I drink this, if I smoke this, I will feel better, that it has the power to make me feel better. But we have to understand too, it also has the power to destroy you, especially if you're relying on this thing all the time. It could seep into physical issues, neurological issues, a whole bunch of stuff. So I just feel like whether it's alcohol or whether it's a relationship, a person, whether it's your mental space, there is some type of energy that is draining that needs to be looked at, an energy that we're assuming is helping us, but not in the long run, okay? Not in the long run. And it's important for you to dive deep into what this is about, what's going on, why is this happening to you, like what's really good, like to take yourself aside and to really do that deep inner work of, hold on, I may have to take a pause at this. You know, we have a new year coming in, a new era coming in, And it's important for you to like figure out what you want to bring with you and what you want to leave. So as we dive into our cave of deep inner knowing, our cave of the flame, allowing our flame to burn, allowing our life to be, allowing ourselves to see our life and to see our life from a different lens, it's important to have grace and patience with yourself. At the end of the day, we are on this human plane and sometimes things just happen, but it's up to us to figure out how long we want this to happen for. So I'm getting energies of like, reject nothing, accept all. Don't reject any of the parts of yourself. You know, you are human. It is important for you to know like who you are, what you represent, what you like, what you don't like, what your boundaries are, what you will allow into your life, what you won't allow into your life, and to not judge yourself for having this connection to whatever this venomous thing could be in your life. We're not going to judge ourselves for it, but we are going to have a higher awareness about it. I'm busy. We are going to have a higher awareness about it. So I'm getting energies of like, you know, tying yourself to something. We have to be careful of what we tie ourselves to. And if you're in the situation of being tied to an energy that's dark and draining, there's a new day every single day. So we have the vow coming through. We have the vow coming through. When we see the white dove, we see divinity, newness, a rebirth, right? Something new. And I feel like a lot of people possibly could have made a vow to something unbeknownst to them, and the vow isn't going in the way they assumed it to be. The vow is not going in the way that it needs to be, you know. And I feel like a lot of truth is coming out at this time. I feel like a lot of truth is coming out at this time that's going to be shaking a lot of things up. I see somebody that's possibly in a relationship, or when it comes to the self, right, a vow to this vice, a vow to this venom. I see somebody that just needs to go deep within, thinking they're in a safe home, but they're not really in a safe home, thinking they're in a safe space, but they're not really in a safe space. Truth is coming out, talk therapy, whether it's expressing of feelings and maybe having a fear to doing so, like, oh, I'm fearful of telling my truth because I feel like life is going to change for me in a drastic way, which will happen when we start to open ourselves up to the truth and tell our truth, whether it needs to be told to ourselves or to a person. Things are going to be shaken up and things are going to change. So I'm getting that at this time that there needs to be a truth coming out, a vow to the truth, a vow to divinity, a change in this venomous situation that is, if it continues to go on, it will not be the prettiest. Let me just confirm. Yeah, we have the shadow card coming out. Something needs to be seen here. Something has been hiding for a very long time and needs to be seen, right? We have the desert card coming out, a grasp for hope, a grasp for some type of like spiritual journey and awakening and enlightenment, a new type of mind, a new type of space to be in. When you think of the desert, you think of people going on long journeys, and you think of people wanting to like basically heal themselves, take a risk, go on this long journey. Let me see what's out there. Let me see the newness. Let me see if God can talk to me, if I put my feet in new lands. You get what I'm saying? But we have this shadow card really coming out right now, and I'm not feeling too good about this. I feel like something drastically needs to change. Something drastically needs to be different. Something of like no longer being able to hide. Something can no longer hide. And when you think of a desert, you can see it all. You look across and you see the vastness of emptiness. You see it all. But there's something about this hiding. Something is hiding. Something is not being shown 100%, being seen halfway. Only half of the truth is coming out. Only half of the truth is living. And I do not know. Only half of the truth is living at this time, and it's not looking the best. It's not looking the best. Let's see what else is in the energy, right? Okay, so I feel like this can probably do with, like I said, someone in power, something with having power over someone else. Could be a male figure, could be male-like energy, but something having power over something else. You know what I'm saying? When we think of like the ego, someone's not listening. There's an ego issue that's going on in this situation, a hard ego situation. I'm hearing like narcissism, maybe. I'm hearing just not being able to listen, not being able to see the truth, hiding the truth. The truth is being hidden. Truth is lingering in the shadows, but an energy of being pushed out to the open. Something's being pushed out to the open, right? Maturity is calling. Maturity is calling. Maturity is calling, but it's a maturity in darkness. It's not a maturity in a light situation. It seems like there's a very dark energy that needs to be revealed and brought up to the surface. And yeah, that's just what I'm really getting right now. Like, you know, we have like this wandering energy. We have this energy of hiding, right? We have this energy of unknowing, needing some type of guidance, needing like a compass guidance when it comes to what's going on here. Let's just continue to just see what's happening. Okay. All right, so I see here that even though the situation is dark and gloomy and just intense, that a new day is coming, a transformation is coming, a blossoming is coming, a shifting is coming, and it's walking back to the self. So I understand that there may be people or situations around that can be causing this to happen, but it seems like with this situation, there is a reliance and acceptance of self and gaining power back, taking power back for yourself, not allowing this to keep you down, shifting the narrative, shifting the viewpoint, shifting the energy that's within it, rebirthing, becoming the mystic, becoming the inner knowing, the inner knower of this situation was really popping out to me at this time. Yeah, I just no, I don't really think that. Let me pull one more. Let me get okay. Okay, we can combine these two. No stone left unturned. No stone left unturned. The truth is going to have to be searched for and fought for, looked for. No stone will be left unturned when you're trying to figure out the situation and get to the other side. Get to the other side. Yeah, a huge death is going to come out of this. Spiritual death is going to come out of this. Yeah, guys, you know, yeah, it seems like a lot of people have like this attachment to them that has this attachment to them, and this attachment has the expiration date. The expiration date is coming closer and closer and sooner. And yeah, all will be well though, but it's going to take a lot of hard inner work and shifting of energies. So make that vow to the divine, to that divine energy that came about earlier in this reading. Like make that, yeah. Whew. All right, I'm wishing you guys the best. Hit me up if you want a personal reading. We can get into this a little bit more in depth. I'll add all my stuff below. But we're just going to leave this here right now. All will be well, but the work needs to be done. All right, guys.